All right, here we go. Quiet! Roll 'em!
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was directed by Quentin Tarantino, my favorite director, and stars Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Margot Robbie. And it's a story between Leonardo DiCaprio plays Rick Dalton, a famous TV actor. Brad Pitt is a stuntman, and it's a story basically on how the actor and how actors back in that time period who always been viewed for one kind of way, how they can transition like from TV to cinema, or even like any actor who wants to transition to a different type of work in Hollywood. It shows how hard it is to do this transition, you know, when you're always viewed by the public and by your fans in only one kind of way. It's the same as the story with Rick Dalton. He's always viewed as the bad guy, you know, who plays all the villain in this big TV show. And it shows how hard it is and how easy and how quick you can be forgotten by Hollywood, you know, once you don't transition, and if you don't catch up with the times. And this is basically the whole story of it. Now, I was super excited for this movie. This was one of my top two most anticipated movie of the year. Number one is Star Wars, of course. This was my number two because he's my, like I said before, my favorite director, Quentin Tarantino. I'm always excited to see this movie. And this movie does deliver. This movie does deliver. Now, but unfortunately, this movie is not perfect. There are some stuff in the second act that I kind of puts the movie a little bit in a hold. For example, there's the sequence where Brad Pitt's character, Cliff, goes to this ranch. You know, that's like the part with the Charles Manson part, you know, this family thing ranch there. Everything is cool, but Brad Pitt's character goes there to talk with another character. And that whole scene is a bit long, I would say. It felt a little bit long, I would say, that sequence, Brad Pitt's character talking to this other character. I felt like that could have been like cut, like, you know, they could have cut it or made it shorter, because I kind of feel like that part really put the movie on a hold. It didn't go anywhere, it didn't add it really much. But the rest of the thing on the ranch is really entertaining, really fun. Now, unfortunately, the same thing's to say with Margot Robbie character, because her character is just basically there. Her character doesn't add anything much to the plot, really. Like, there's only this little thing. Like, she don't even intervenes with our main characters, like with Leo or Brad. Only at one point of the movie, really quickly. So she was just like kind of there because, you know, it was Sharon Tate, there was this big tragedy, and Roman Polanski, and also. But those are like, I would say, the two down points, I would say, of this movie. Like this little sequence at the ranch where Brad Pitt's character talked to another character, which I think could have been like cut really short because it really didn't add it much. And like I said, Sharon Tate's character, I wish he would kind of like intervene, like incorporate more her character in between the, you know, stories with Leo's character, for example. Because I would say the rest of the movie is actually great. It's interesting, it's investing. My favorite part is when Leo DiCaprio, you know, when he plays Rick Dalton, goes to the TV show and he does a split day line, and then he goes to the trailer and beats him up. That was like, those are one of my favorite parts of the movie. Like him, Rick Dalton, like, you know, struggling as an actor, forgetting his lines and getting pissed off. It's just so awesome. Leo DiCaprio is so awesome. All these fake movies that they made. When Leo DiCaprio with a fucking flamethrower. Somebody want burnt sauerkraut? It was just awesome. That was really awesome. Quentin Tarantino really knows how to make an interesting movie. And this really is a love letter to Hollywood and how movies are made and everything. This movie was really great. Now, the sequence with Bruce Lee, I was kind of like, I don't know why. Like, the actor, when he was talking, you know, the actor portraying Bruce Lee did a good job of it. Just I've kind of felt like Quentin's version of Bruce Lee in the movie was a little bit over the top, I would say. Like, you know, when he would fight, I didn't think it was as accurate as, you know, as different stuff, because I'm a big Bruce Lee fan and I watch a lot of the stuff. So, but it was still fine, it was still enjoyable in the movie. Brad Pitt's character is fun in the movie as Cliff, you know, he's a lot of fun. And whatever you say, the chemistry between Leo and Brad is really spot on. You really buy from the second you see them both on screen that they are partners, they are friends. You know, you really know they like go to thick and thin, the whole Hollywood journey, they go together. This was really so much fun. But the best thing is, and this is what I love about Quentin Tarantino, because Quentin knows what the fans want to see. And in the third act, there's just, oh my God, that third act that is in Rick Dalton's house, it plays up. It's just between Brad Pitt, his dog that the character has, and 3 hippies. And it was some of the most fucked up and awesome shit I've seen all year in cinema. I was just like, he does this one thing. I was like, oh shit. Everybody in the cinema, I was just like, God damn. That was some brutal shit. Now, this movie is the least bloodiest movie from all Tarantino. Like, there are no scenes where, like, gallons of blood fall over, like, in Hateful Eight, where somebody pukes up gallons of blood. That sequence that happens in that house is so intense and so realistically. I was just like, I was about to call the police. I was just like, God damn it, man. That sequence, oh my God. That was so awesome. And Leonardo DiCaprio. It's also this third act sequence. Leonardo DiCaprio has his best, and I say this is the best movie moment of Leonardo DiCaprio. This most epicness moment he will ever have and will ever be. He will never ever top that thing that he did in the third act. It was just, I was clapping. People were clapping when that happened. I was just like, yes, this is the most epic moment of Leonardo DiCaprio in cinema history. It was of his career. It's so epic. It was just like awesome. The movie is very good. The movie is interesting. You know, like I said, there are just some 2 minor things, like I said, at the ranch that I think could cut a little bit short. And I wish Sharon Tate's character could involve more with the main characters, because they barely like talk to each other or intervene with each other, like only like for a little bit. So I kind of wish that would have been more incorporated better in the story, because yes, maybe they did like that because in real life they didn't know each other, but still it's a movie. Every movie is like in some sort of fiction, so you can basically do whatever you want. But like I said, I'm going to give this movie an 8.5. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, oh my God, I was so happy, man. Quentin Tarantino, please continue making movies, because you really do great movies. It's so refreshing to see a original movie, because nowadays everything is sequel, reboots, remake. But I was so happy about this movie. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you have a great day, and as always, see you next time.